My name is Kate Farneth. I am 31 years old. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and I graduated with my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from Edinburgh in 2015. And then shortly after, I moved here to Lincoln, Nebraska to pursue a career as a gallery director. And then over the pandemic, I really started to think about life and think about how short it could be. And so I decided to go back to school and start a second career as a pilot. And I found the 11-month program here, started that in July of 22, and then now I'm teaching here as an MEI. Originally, it was flying with my dad when I was a little kid. He was pursuing his private pilot's license, and so he took me with him on a flight, and I just remember looking out the window and thinking how fun it would be to be a pilot myself, although I didn't have the confidence when I was younger to pursue it, so it took me a little longer to get into it and make it a second career, but I'm so glad I did and I didn't waste any more time. I've grown so much confidence over the last 2 years. It's kind of crazy where I started, and it was just kind of an experiment for me. I was like, can I do this? Am I really pilot material? And then to learn that not only am I pilot material, but I'm thriving in this new career, and I'm having so much fun teaching the next generation of aviators. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it or make you second guess yourself. Just to find that inner confidence and that inner strength and go out there and try it. You're never going to know unless you try it. You're capable of so much more. I knew that I would always ask myself, what if I had tried it? And so I just was at the point in my life where I could make that decision, and I decided to go full force. I quit my job and got my savings together and was able to make this happen, and I'm really happy that I did, and I took this step to move forward with this whole new career. I think the most rewarding thing is seeing the pilots that I've taught do their first solo, and they had that spark that I had initially. When you realize you've flown an airplane for yourself, all by yourself, no one else was there to tell you what to do, that you did it 100% on your own. So seeing them come down from that and knowing that that's a core memory that they're never going to forget. A big part of it is just making sure that you have really good study habits. For me, I flew 6 times per week, and then I'd also go home and study like 6 to 8 hours. So it was a time in my life where I knew I needed to say no to a lot of the other things that I wanted to do to solely focus on this and make the program happen in 11 months. I think for somebody who's interested in starting the program, I would just ask them, what do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years? And are you willing to make those sacrifices that it takes to get there? Because there are a lot of sacrifices, but it's already been so rewarding for me, and I'm only 2 years into this, so. I was already located here in Nebraska, and so it just made sense for me and where I was in my life at that time. But as far as other programs here in Nebraska, I really appreciated the quality of their fleet and how all the aircraft were well maintained, and then also the fact that I could get in an airplane 6 times per week and fly. There was no waiting around for a plane, so as much as I wanted to fly, I could be in a plane. I think the people set Ignite apart. We have a really good crew that works here, and everybody is dedicated to the student and to helping them achieve their goals. We're kind of like a big family, I guess, in a way. We support each other no matter what stage we're at in our training or our careers. I'd say the community here is extremely supportive. Since I started the program, it has changed and grown exponentially. We now have groups of 4 and 5 students that start at one time, so the students have really bonded together, and they're going upstairs and they're studying in little groups, or they're going to the grounds and things like that. But we do still have that one-on-one with the instructor, that kind of mentor program built in as well. So you kind of get a mix of both. And then as far as coming here from somewhere else, we have the Live Red housing, which has been great for the students. I know that's really supported a lot of them kind of creating their own families and having people who are also going through the program living with them, so they understand that dedication and that time to study and kind of respect those boundaries that they have as well. I think long term I want to either get into corporate aviation or flying for the airlines. I really like working with people and forming different communities, so I think just traveling in general has always been a passion of mine, meeting new people and getting out there to explore the world. So we'll see. I don't know, I'm open to whatever comes my way, but I'm really excited about the steps I've taken so far, and teaching has been a joy. Aviation has opened so many doors for me and exposed me to so many different places that I would have never gone without it. So for example, Nebraska has, I believe it's 82 airports, and I've gotten to visit so many of those throughout my time here as a student and then as a flight instructor. So you get to go to these small towns and meet new people and just learn about history in a whole new way. I also feel like I'm part of this legacy now. Aviation has a lot of mentorship built in, and I get to now be educating the next generation of aviators and showing them the cool places. I've kind of become that person that the students come to and they're like, hey Kate, where should we go on our cross country? And I'll tell them, well, this place has the best hamburgers, or check out this place, go meet this guy. It's so fun. I think another really freeing part of being a pilot is just that moment that the wheels lift off the runway and you know that you're flying. And sometimes I'll be driving into work or leaving work and I'll see birds flying around. I'm like, man, we get to do this. Like something that was impossible 100 years ago, and now we just get to do this every single day as my job. The coolest place I've ever been is Niagara Falls. That was pretty incredible. And I jokingly tell people that I'm an international pilot because I got to fly over Canada. Flying over the falls and getting to see it, I mean, I live very close to there, so I've been there a few times. But getting to see it from the air and just how immense it is and how much water is actually coming over those falls, it was pretty cool. We're just circling around it. So, my name is Kate, and I launched my pilot career at Ignite Flight Academy.